All right, Grand Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking, and welcome back. So I was walking through the house earlier, and I heard something about some hypersonic missiles or whatever, from China that will affect American babies, and I'm thinking, what the fuck would that have to do with American babies? So you know what I'm saying. Again, we did that video earlier, that general message again that could be pertaining to anyone, and we seen those two little we seen the fact that somebody may be expecting something or had expected something in the past, because again I feel like there's a lot of truth being exposed right now. And Yeah, so this could be something that's past, present, or future. These are things that are seen and unseen. Again, as above so below, in this living time here. Okay, so a lot of this stuff is prophetic if you know how to read between the lines when it comes to the scripture and the headlines. Okay, so again, let's just look through this to see what we might be talking about. Okay, because I couldn't find anything with the exact wording, but we're going to go ahead and look through here. Okay, so it says Chinese missiles. Okay, we already did the video on missiles, and we know that these missiles could be wands or swords. Again, when it's talking about the tarot is in the Torah is in the tarot. Okay, the tarot is totally separate than witchcraft or sorcery. It's two different things. Okay. So again, we use them to kind of like expand, it's almost like a way of doing precept upon precept in this light. Again, dealing with females or again, intuitive beings, okay, that have a deeper insight on things, okay, in parallel energy, okay. So again, it says the U.S. general has said China's suspected hypersonic missile test is close to Sputnik moment, referring to the Soviet satellite launch. So again, that made me think about the Soviet Union, or Soviet energy made me think about Russia. Okay, let's see. Superpowers reach the moon. Okay, a Chinese rocket scientist helped two superpowers reach the moon. Okay, so again, this may be also this energy here. Okay, of somebody trying to reach the moon, and the moon may be the energy that's attached to, like, I know that this talking about the moon here, but in my eyes there's a lot of things that are, you know there's a lot of things that here that I feel are definitely geared towards the, people with certain names and things attached to them right now are very specific when it comes to these things, when it comes to the tarot and when it comes to anything else that's going on here. Okay. And for some reason, I don't know, I feel like if there's some hijacking of vassals going on here, that the moon may be attached to the soulmate, which is the only person that I've been in contact with in the in the 3D. Okay. I feel like sometimes I'm dealing with that energy within that individual. Okay, if you get what I'm saying here. Okay, it's like somebody test driving cars or vehicles, and vehicles are representing certain individuals, right? Okay. And again, foreign whips would be considering talking about idols, okay, which would make America upset if, again, people are exalting foreign cars over American made cars or vehicles or temples or mountains. All right. That would be upsetting to America to find out that the United States corporation is funding illegal immigrants and building them into being moguls and things like that in the Americas, while they are trying to give freebies that are going to keep so-called black people or American Indians in some form of prevent more of those particular people from advancing or gaining, because they know we're already abundant in general. Okay, we just been made different. Okay, so in any subgroup or sub race that have been made from us has been also, you know what I'm saying, would carry some particular types of something. They would be, okay. And so, and looking at this made me think about like people having miscarriages and things like this, right? Also genocidal behavior. Like, again, today they can't, like, if let's say that a person was pregnant by a slave or something on a plantation and they found out about it, okay, then they could probably do something to have that, make that woman miscarry, have an abortion, or maybe they would just, have the baby, sell it off, okay? But in this case, I feel like this is blockage from people that are origines, you know what I'm saying, being able to carry. okay, to bring in other foreign energies or other energies to mate. Because I told you slavery was more about breeding than anything. So again, mock-ups. You know what I'm saying? Mock-ups make me think about like, because I make designs for my onesies, my baby onesies or whatever for my business. And a mock-up is something that you go on, and find where somebody has put a layout already together, and they put it out really nicely so that you can put your design on the onesie on digital. You could digitally design the onesie and show it in your shop instead of having to take a picture of every single onesie that you make, right? So it's kind of like you can make it by order. So it's almost like a mock-up is like something that's already there. It's like the picture and the image with the onesie, maybe some designs around it and stuff like that. And then, you put your design on it. You plaster the design on it. So again, that's the same thing I feel like people can be doing with their stock or their farm animals. Or do you get what I'm saying here? Okay. Okay, so it says worships possibly trading targets. Excuse me. All right, so missile science. Okay, now this is from 2005. Let's see what this is talking about. Population science. So again, we stopped talking about things like population control, but who knows why, okay? It was supposed to be allegedly conspiracy, okay? It says the origin of China's one-child policy. Okay, so again, this make me think about the judgment card in the tarot, okay? When there is the mother, the woman, the man, and the one child, okay? But there's also energy, like I said, of something happening here where, again, the things that are seen and unseen in the spiritual realm or in the parallel universe, okay, where I feel like these types of attacks have happened to at least 3 times to beings like me, okay, where there may be a spiritual essence to something where, again, it may be unexplainable. Let's talk about immaculate conception. Let's say that something like this happened and something was amiss, okay? But I feel like at some point in time, this was going on, okay? Children have been born. It makes me think about, energy of God taking children to heaven with him, okay? Maybe heavenly beings or whatever, okay? Also splicing and what somebody would call a so-called clone or something. Like there was a general aspect of it in the conspiracy theory communities, but I'm just wondering how deep it does go. Okay. So again, this may be also, like I said, with some people may be experiencing immaculate conception, and these are people that have been chosen or elect or anointed by source, and they are going to have communion and other types of companionships with angelic beings. Okay. All right. So when we talk about immaculate conception with Mary, think about Mary times 20, you know what I'm saying, or times thousands. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that whole thing of the young birth could have been amongst many at that time. So like a whole field of children could have been born at that time along with her energy. Now she might be the face of it, right? But again, this was going on behind the scenes in order to create these star children or these group of rainbow children or these children here. All right. These children that were formed, before they were in the belly of their mothers. Okay. Let's see. Fast moving missiles give U.S. military a near, ballistic, went around the world. Let's see. There was something in here I wanted to read here. Because it was saying like within moments or something, right? So it made me feel like doing that video earlier. Okay. That's how I knew it was confirming, maybe not me, but somebody else possibly, you know what I'm saying? Maybe carrying. But again, I do feel like, again, there is some energy of altering. Okay. So again, there could be a situation where there's something going on, but because it may not all be out of spite here. Okay. Some of this might be because someone's on to something. Oh, it's funny. You're talking about Jen Psaki. Huh. Huh. That's strange. All right, because she remind me again of I think the 9 of Pentacles here. Huh. Harvesting grapes. See, because grapes and all that shit we talking about, in the wine press and all that is really talking about reproductive energy here. So again, some of these times I feel like, like it's about breeding or, whatever. But I feel like also this could be talking about, someone having again, angelic, like I said, things that are seen and unseen. There could be transferring of beings too. Okay. So it could start off one way in one womb, and then something could happen to have to change that and relocate that energy to another womb. This could be out of greed, or this could be out of just punishment, or this could be out of something here. And then a lot of people may not even understand why they're feeling overly some kind of way, or we think that, oh, it's just my period or whatever, but it may be a lot heavier. There may be a lot more pain. It may take you a little bit more time to recover. You know what I'm saying? These kind of things. This may be, again, signs that you have been contacted. Okay. Those who are empathic are going to, you see what I'm saying? They're going to, and this also leaves a lot of people that might have been straight and might have been moving into a different direction in a heightened level in the world. This might be, again, a punishment for women that won't settle down, or that they fear being placed in the forefront here, by making these women, carry through immaculate conception here. Also, a way to body shame individuals, because again, while you are, the American women are being used as housing energy or entities or something like this. Okay, I'm trying to talk in layman's terms. Your body is going to forever be carrying some type of weight, right? So then they'll compare you to their foreign whips or whatnot, okay, that they are taking care of and tending to and altering and getting new teeth and shit, while they sit there and shit on you and your appearance. But you are the ones that are birthing the sons. You are the ones that are birthing the kings. You are the ones that are birthing the gods. You are the ones left wondering what happened with this connection. Well, we don't hear much about those who do end up meeting up with a twin flame or something of this nature, because they're silent about it. Because again, if you look at them, you will be able to tell. You might even be able to tell, what they may be carrying in their basket. You may even be able to realize that something that they're carrying in their basket is foreign to them, because it doesn't belong to them. It may belong to you. You see what I'm saying? So these people are put in witness protection programs, while, those of us that, I don't know. I feel like if we're talking about American, like if we're dealing with indigenous, that's their worst nightmare. So these might be the babies that these may be the vassals that they would be sending these missiles to, right? Because it's funny, something told me this got to be something that's really going on, because when I went, as soon as I finished doing that part of that video, I said, well, damn, maybe I shouldn't have put that video up. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. Well, I didn't necessarily think it was me, but maybe it's somebody that's connected to my energy or whatever. But I noticed that as soon as I went upstairs to use the restroom, there was a sharp pain in my uterus. And I'm thinking like, well, I'm not, ovulating, and I'm not, on my menstrual, right now or whatever. So what the hell was that? You know which ones I'm talking about, the one that come and hit you and you're like, oh, that kind. Okay. So again, this is funny that June is brought up here, because that makes me think about Handmaid's Tale, and it also makes me think about the month where all my children were born. All right. So again, this makes me think about something relating to September-ish. Okay. When it comes to birthing gods. Okay. And then we have the 9th here, March 9th. There's that 9 again, November 9th, 99999. You know what I'm saying? Even the date of birth, everything is kind of like, I don't know, showing something here. So I guess that, again, they want us to think that, some of these God, or our God has just, put us in the front line to take all these bullets to the chest. You know what I'm saying? And be defeated and be embarrassed and be all these things or whatever. So then you have to ask yourself, well, who the hell is God for me then? Because you see what I'm saying? Then you get challenged when you say, hey, well, then I have to take this full power and I have to know that I am God. You know what I'm saying? In my life, nobody else has to think that. Okay. It would probably benefit something if they did believe or see or know or sense. But since they don't, that doesn't mean that I should not think that way. All right. So, again, this makes me think, what is this? Baby milk and tantrums after Chinese ship shows the flag in Sydney. Yeah, so you have to think if we're in 2021 now, what kind of thing? Why is this man looking familiar? Across a destroyed bridge. Why India's failure to take a hard stance on Russia could backfire. Let's read that. This is the person I just seen Trump with. Okay, there's a 69 or Cancer right there. That's 6 and then that 9. Huh. Headed towards the Ukraine border in early December. Indian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin. Okay, during 21st and okay special. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Let's see, because again, India Superior would have been in the Northern Americas as well. Okay, so it's making me even renege or even think about that part where it was saying, for this particular God was saying, say this or whatever, and then I will push out these particular beings, the Amorites and so on, and the Canaanites and all this other energy here. But I feel like there's some confusion as to who's who and what's what here. Okay. India's in a tight spot. Oh, somebody's funny. Okay. That reminds me of that image that I put up earlier. Okay. When we were talking genetic mutilization, and we were talking about, I put up that image of that female, the first female hermit card that I had pulled. And it's like, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. You sit there and be quiet, people going to just run over you. Everything is going to pile up. There's no way to be saving grace. There's no saving face or whatever. There's no way to, combat once all the stuff piles up, right? But if you keep on talking, it's just like these people tangle your words, or they use it or chop them up or manipulate the situation and manipulate the conversation. It's just ridiculous at this point. It's like imbeciles are running the world. Yeah, I feel like there's something a lot more deep that's going on here. Look at this. India's failure to take a stand could backfire. Okay. This is like a war against God, dude. This is about, at least against God's people. This is a genocidal attempt here. Sovereign states. And again, we're dealing with like some kind of zombie apocalypse energy here because, people are not who they were. People are not who they are. Right? They're going to try to take outwardly things and try to verify and justify what they're doing. But all in all, it's really the inside of some of these people that are stinking thinking. It really is. Jealousy, envy, strife, thievery, coveting. Covetous energy. Okay. Again, I'm just saying, because I don't want to go too deep on here because they're just waiting to make sure I'm never able to speak again. Okay. But what I'm saying is these missiles, I feel like this is more than that. It makes me think about the Texas with the abortion law and the fact that they said something about bounty hunters. Okay. When it comes to abortion. Okay. And when you think about the biblical text, when it says, how many weeks or whatever where these things are going to be coming off of the trindles and things like this, think about the grapevine. Think about the High Priestess card in the tarot. Think about the King of Pentacles card in the tarot. Think about the Nine of Pentacles, I believe, is with the feminine energy on there with the red hair, the red-head bird, okay? I'm telling you, I'm not even trying to be funny. Y'all know who that bird looked like. You know who that female looked like. I'm just saying. All right? I'm just saying, it's somebody that tweet all day long. Look, tweet. Look. That sit there and tweet in front of that blue sign of the White House in front of the people every single day. And I've been telling you already who's reaping. See, that's that. And if you look at the Nine of Pentacles, I'm pretty sure it's the Nine of Pentacles with the woman there standing with the bird. Okay. This is somebody sending out scouts to scout out the land, to scout out things. Okay. And bring back the goods. Okay. All right. This is why that stuff that's abundance, it kind of look dead though. It doesn't look like it organically fits there in the Nine of Pentacles. Even the King of Pentacles, it doesn't look like it fits there. So again, I feel like if there's a high alert something, this energy, this Saki energy is also connected to one of these divine masculines. Rather we're dealing with one that's passed on, or one that is here, like I said, I don't know. I don't think so. Some of our energy or whatever doesn't die. They just keep coming back. But I feel like they have to go back in within. They have to go within without. You know what I'm saying? They have to be. This somebody will have to cut them off from their divine counterpart that will not be able to remind them of who they are or who we are or whatever it would be. See, abstention. All right, so they would be just going through looking at a couple of these things here. Men help move a baby in a stroller across the destroyed bridge. See, this makes me think here. Okay, this is something here. Okay, this is remember we keep saying bridges, bridge. It keep coming up, bridge to Terabithia, the bridge behind King David on the Four of Pentacles card, I believe. Again, it's making me think, like I said, they are stealing. They are forming them in one place and removing them and placing them in other vassals. This is why you may even have a connection to some of these women, because you may have one of their, you see what I'm saying, offspring, and one of your offspring might be being carried through them. And so this is the way to confuse things here. This might be also another way for, energies to be able to have access to their children if they're not really their children. Do you get what I'm saying? We're going to leave it right there. Talk to you later. Take care. But to me, it still ain't right. It still ain't right. If you fathered or mothered a child for 20 something years and you think it's okay. I'm talking about some of these beings that are lower. Some of these beings, these powers that shouldn't be. Not the powers that should, right? There should be some of these people. Some of these people are righteous and some are not. They're rotten to the core.